Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Aim Trades, and today we have a trade recap and market recap for the 24th as well as the 25th of April. I didn't record a video for the last couple days, just 'cause I've been super busy. But regardless, we took on the 24th, so yesterday we took one loss on the Nasdaq, and then this morning we had one win on the Nasdaq, and I will get into RR, how much we made, how much we lost, kind of what the situation was with the funded accounts and everything here soon now. So yeah, if we move over to, we're going to start on the S&P, right? So here we have our market open. Okay, let's go on the 15 because then I can kind of give you guys a better perspective. So all the way up here around yesterday in the morning, right here, there is a daily for value gap that we were reacting off of to the downside. So I was looking for shorts for the day, as well as coming into this kind of hourly imbalance as well here. If you go on the hourly, you can see that we tapped in and mitigated this for value gap. So I was looking for a reaction to the downside. And then we also had bearish news, which I was going to want to see a fill of the bearish for value gap created by the volatility at news and then continue to the downside. So as you can see, price was very bullish actually afterwards. So my analysis was wrong, but because of our risk management and our positions, we actually made a lot of money today. So if we come here on the 15-minute, oh, this is kind of cluttered. Let me get rid of that. So the first thing I did was I marked out the, I can get rid of that now, is I marked out the kind of opening range, or this range here. It's quite obvious, 15-minute range from the top to the bottom, and then market open, just to see the 618 OTE retracement level to continue downward, and the same thing on the S&P 500. However, there was an SMT, a big SMT, hourly SMT here. Monday, April 22nd, those lows got swept, and Monday, April 22nd, these lows were left untouched. So I wanted to see NASDAQ come down and sweep them as well, as NASDAQ recently has been the weaker pair because of the decline in tech stocks in the last couple weeks and days. So yeah, regardless, that was my drawn liquidity. And then now if we move down to the 5-minute, we can see that we had this big range. Like I said, I was looking to get shorts off of this. There was also a 5-minute for value gap here. This was a news candle. 5-minute for value gap on a news candle alongside a 0.618 retracement. I was just going to wait for price to tap into here, and then I'm going to immediately short and target my drawn liquidity. So we had all of that. By this time, I'm already off of the S&P 500 because we have our SMT formed and our bias is done. So now what I'm looking to do is go into the 1-minute and look for shorts. So we can see we had a bearish SMT as well here, and I was just looking for kind of any sign to go short, right? Looking for an entry model. So here we could see we are continuing bearish order flow here for value gap, get mitigated, move down for value gap, move down towards our drawn liquidity, and then we had the SMT form when Nasdaq didn't keep downward to where the S&P had swept liquidity the previous day, actually the same time, sorry. And then so we were bearish, right? Okay, so moving here now, we can see we swept this liquidity alongside this. I entered right here off of this level here. Okay, and then price just kind of chopped around, and then came down. My original target was all the way down here because I needed another like I was targeting like a 1 to 4, 1 to 3.2 actually. So it was actually, oops. It was actually right, I think it was right here.
Internet's
Sorry, and then as I was saying, we had this move down. We were kind of chopping around here. I wanted to see this final draw on liquidity get taken. However, it never ended up getting taken, so I was kind of in this. We started seeing this move up, and then I drew another fib tool from here to here, looking for a another tap into this range and continuation to the downside. And so I only needed like 3.5 R today, which is why I ended up moving this one's take profit and as well as my second position's take profit at the end. But I got tapped in here, entered here with another 1% position, and then my stops for both positions were now here, so I would make a loss of $900 if this got stopped out. However, like I mentioned, I only needed 3.6 R, so we had 2 R here and then 1.5, so that's 3.5 R, and we took it out at this position here for a total of 3.6 R, and then that netted us 3,600 US dollars, and that kind of was the trade idea for today. And then for yesterday, if we move back, where were we? Yesterday was Wednesday, yeah. So like I said, we tapped into that daily fair value gap, and then I was looking for shorts. Okay. And what ended up happening is, just mark out our open here. What ended up happening is I wanted to see this be the final like push up, and that we weren't going to revisit this area, as well as this mitigated fair value gap. I thought this was a safe place to have my stop, so I entered a position off of this bullish fair value gap. So I was in this position here. Stops were above this. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't that. I had a fib retracement as well. I believe it was no, right here. Yeah, so I entered all the way up here. Very tight stop, like 160 pips above this high here, because I wanted to not see it come back here. And then targeting all the way down wherever, right? Drawn liquidity all the way down here, relative equal lows. So we had all of that, and then we ended up getting stopped out in literally like 30 seconds, 1 minute. And then spread messed me up a little bit. It was minus 1200 instead of the regular minus 1000, but that's all good. You know, we keep at it. There's always the next day, and then my winners are always bigger than my losers, and that's kind of just how it goes. So yeah, those are the trades for today. I will also have a kind of prop firm update as well, as this did add another 100,000 to the funding. And so that's going to be good because, like I said, we're targeting 1.225 million by the end of the year. And if we're averaging about, I think 2% a week right now, these last couple of weeks have been much larger than that, but like my average is about 2% a week. Then that's definitely going to be possible. And now I just have to work on this $200,000 account on FundedX, and then now I think I'm going to use One of One also has a discount right now for 20% off as long as you're using a Trade Locker account. So I'm thinking of getting another 200K with them, and that'll be 300K plus 500K, so 500,000, 525,000. I have another $25,000 account with them, and then funding pips definitely. That's gonna be another 300,000, so 800,000, and then just kind of make sure I'm diversified across a couple firms. Just, you know, it's the Wild West, very unregulated. So yeah, that's what we've got, and I'll have that up probably later tonight, a full update. So yeah, appreciate you guys, and see you in the next one.